Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year first of all, glad to see everyone back here. In today's video I want to tell you about 5 productivity apps I use on a daily basis to stay organized, avoid getting distracted and not lose the overview of all the tasks I want to do. So if you're a professional or a student, just as myself, as many of you might know, I currently pursue a master's degree in digital business at the University of Amsterdam. Or if you want to just become more productive in general, I feel there are some valuable lessons to be learned from today's video. So let's just dive in and check out these 5 amazing apps. The first app I want to tell you about is Apple's built-in Reminders app. I use it mainly as a to-do list app for the multiple areas of my life, for example my university subjects, or also for this YouTube channel, shopping list, whatsoever. What I really like about the Apple Reminders app is that it really integrates into the Apple ecosystem, really synchronizes across all your devices, and what I love about it is that I can just take notes using Siri on my Apple Watch, which means I don't have to pull out my phone and just write something down. I can just say it and then Siri will write it down. There are also a couple of other very useful features. You can be reminded of something at a specific time, or you can also be reminded when you arrive at a specific location, which for example could be handy if you arrive at university and you want to hand in a paper or speak to someone or whatever. Overall, I think Reminders is a fantastic app. It's very simple to use. I don't lose overview. Really integrates with the Apple ecosystem, so Apple Reminders is the to-do list app of my choice. The next app is called Fantastical, and it's a calendar app. The biggest advantage for me is that it was the only calendar app I could find that integrates with Apple Reminders, so I can manage all of my appointments and my to-dos in one place, and that just is really convenient and saves me a lot of time. But Fantastical has a lot of other cool features too. One of my favorites, for example, is the natural language input feature. So you could just type in "Meet John at 3 p.m. next Tuesday at Starbucks for coffee," and then the appointment would just be created automatically. Also, Fantastical has a very clean and intuitive user interface. Looks really cool. For me, it does everything I want my calendar app to do, so it's my app of choice to manage my appointments. The next app I like to use specifically in the morning, and it's called Day One. Day One is a journaling app, so it gives you a blank space and you can just write down some thoughts that come to your head. It's managed like a calendar, so you have an entry for every day, and you can also look back on entries you made the exact day 1 year back, 2 years back, 5 years back, and it's just a very cool way to remember days and what you did on those days. What Day One helps me to do is that it gives me the possibility to just write down all my thoughts that I have in the morning, and then I can transfer those with Apple Reminders and Fantastical into a very planned and structured day where I don't forget anything and I keep track of all my appointments, the things I want to do, the things I want to get done, and it's just a really cool app. The next app I use on a daily basis is called Notion, and I think probably most of you have heard of Notion at this point. Notion is a very versatile productivity tool, and it can be used for many different tasks. What I use it mainly for is project management. I just like to write down the bigger projects I have, for example YouTube videos I think of, or different tasks like my master thesis, and then I can just create tasks within those projects, and it just helps me not to lose the overview and just have a very clear idea of what I want to do. If you want to see my Notion setup in a bit more detail, then why don't you give this video a thumbs up, and then I know that this is something you guys would be interested in. The last app I want to tell you about today is called Forest, and I think Forest would be a great choice for you if you have struggle keeping your hands away from your phone during productive times or scroll mindlessly through Instagram or other social media apps. This is where Forest can really help you. Forest is a timer app, so you can decide on a time you want to spend productively. And for this time, you are not supposed to use your phone. And this is visualized by a little tree that is planted, and the tree can only grow to its full size if you don't use your phone during this 45, 25 minutes or whatever. What I really like about Forest is that it really looks cool and that I can use it for the Pomodoro technique, which is the technique I always use to study. For those of you that don't know about the Pomodoro technique, it's basically the idea to study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break and then just continue this for 4 or 5 times. And then you take a longer break, right? So yeah, Forest, very cool timer app. Only can recommend. Thumbs up for Forest. And yeah, in today's video, I told you about 5 productivity apps that help me stay organized, don't get distracted. I hope you guys like the 5 apps. I hope everyone could take away some new information. Of course, there are always new productivity apps coming out. So if you have a very cool productivity app you use on a daily basis, then please tell me about it in the comments below here. I'd be very excited to read about your apps. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye.